Hey guys, I just wanted to talk to you about your workouts today. I just wanted to make sure that you guys are pushing yourselves hard enough. So I wanted to talk a little bit about RPE, which is also called rate of perceived exertion, or we can also talk about RIR, which is reps in reserve. So if I am going to be going by rate of perceived exertion or RPE, I want to be pushing, again, I've mentioned this to some of you, close to failure. So my rate of perceived exertion should be like 9 or 10 on a lot of exercises. On some exercises, I want to go about 8 to 9. So if I'm doing a heavy squat, I don't want to squat at a 10 rate of perceived exertion because that's just kind of too much. It's a little bit worrisome that you're not going to get that squat bar back up. But if I'm doing something like shoulder press that I'm going to do now, it's going to be a little bit easier to just like rack the bar if it's getting too heavy for me. And so I can really kind of push to the maximum. If we're talking reps in reserve, I can use the same examples. So if I'm squatting, heavy bar squat, heavy back squat, I am going to aim for, maybe 1 to 2 max reps in reserve. So that means that I've got 2 reps left that I could possibly give until I am at absolute complete failure. If I had 1 rep in reserve left, that would be like, on your last rep that you actually push out, you are thinking like, I don't know if this bar is going to go up this next time. So a lot of people though think that they're working at a certain RPE or a certain rep in reserve, and you're actually not. So sometimes I even do this to myself. I'll be like, with this weight, I'm lifting heavy, I'm at 12 reps, and I think, I can only get out maybe 1 more. And then what I do is I try and I get out 1 more, and then I'm like, I'm gonna see if I can get 1 more. So I push it again and I get another one, and then I'm like, I'm gonna see if I can get 1 more, and I push another one, and I realize that I actually had like 3 or 4 reps in reserve. So I just wanna make sure you guys are actually pushing hard enough. I don't want anyone to hurt themselves right away, but you guys have been doing this for long enough now that, most of you have been with me. Some of you have only been with me or just starting, but most of you have been with me for at least a month now and doing workouts for at least a month. So at this point, your muscles should kind of be used to the exercises I've given you, and you can start pushing a little bit harder. I'm going to show you what it looks like to work at that effort. I'm just going to show you with my shoulder press, basically what it looks like when I hit failure or very near failure. Okay, these are the last few reps of my Smith machine shoulder press. You can see they're getting really heavy. And on the last one, I'm having a really hard time pushing it all the way up. Next one here, these are my dumbbell rows. They're feeling okay. I'm making sure to stretch all the way to the bottom to get the maximum range of motion. And as we're getting near the end, you can see that again, these are getting quite hard, and I just can manage 1 more. Lastly, the last few reps of my bicep curls. Disregard my raggedy clothes. You can obviously tell here, these are getting extremely hard. I can barely curl any more up. That last one on this arm was total fight. And the last one on this arm, it's not gonna go up. But at least I know I tried.